good morning, everyone. So we'll start next part of module 2 today. The slide is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the next concept is provisions for non-structural fastening. The name only indicates that non-structural fastening, in the sense, these fasteners are nothing but these are the connecting members from one element to the other element. And especially they are used to connect non-structural elements, means they are not going to carry any certain loads which is governed by the structures. Especially you can see in the kitchen things and all, right? They have attached something to the wall, or in the dining hall and all, you have seen so many things which they have attached. So it is not going to carry any load which is comes from the top structures. So only the self weight which is going to concern, right? And here, in most of the cases, even in our construction industry, we'll get confused what is fastener and what is an anchor. So both applications are same, but the minor thing what it will get changes, in the sense, this attachment of non-structural items to the concrete means they are not going to carry any certain loads, means they are non-structural, means no loads will be applied on these fasteners. So they are called fasteners, or fastening, the process name what we can call. And in some cases, while attachment of structural elements to the concrete, that is considered as the anchoring. So here this anchor which is going to connect two structural members, means through this anchor which is going to connect two structural members, and through this the load which is going to transfer. So anchor is a joining member from one structural element to the other structural element, especially which is made by concrete, right? So here the major concepts what we need to concentrate more, that is the types of fasteners what we are going to in prefabricated elements. They are: first one, chemical fasteners, mechanical fasteners, expansion fasteners, drop-in fasteners, and then the adhesive fasteners. Okay, these slides are visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So the first one, it starts with the chemical fasteners. So here these fasteners, they can be either surface mounted or else that injection fasteners using a variety of adhesives or epoxies. So here these particular fasteners, they are going to fit in a particular wall portion which is made by the concrete. So these fasteners, it can be filled by various chemicals, or they are injected by various epoxies, right? So in that case, they are going to withstand or fixed in a particular wall mounted structures, or any type of the concrete structures you can consider. So within that particular concrete structures, they are going to fix. And here they are bonded in place with two-part chemical compounds like epoxies, polyesters, or vinyl esters. So these are the different chemical compounds. They are going to fit within these fasteners, and then it is going to give certain bonding between concrete as well as these fasteners. Okay, we'll show you a video. We'll see that. Okay, so here the process of fitting this chemical fastener is given as below. That is, as the expansion fasteners, the injection fastener is inserted into the pre-drilled holes, and the adhesive is injected into the hole. So before placing these fasteners, what we need to do, first we need to drill as per the given design, or a particular area is considered to be drilled, or make a certain holes as per the diameter of these fasteners. And then after providing certain holes, we need to clean that particular surface so that no dust should be present within that holes, because some chemicals which may react with that dust, and might be the bonding, it may be not as strong as what we are going to provide at the earlier time. So to avoid that, we need to clean that particular hole portions from that concrete dust, and then we need to place these fasteners along with the chemicals such as epoxies, polyesters, or vinyl esters. Okay, we'll watch a small video and then we'll come to know. So this video clip is Visible, right?
No, sir.
Still not it. Wait for a while. Now,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you can see for this particular concrete element, we are going to fix those fasteners. So as per the design concepts or as per the area of that fastener, they are making pre-drilled holes here, right? So that diameter as well as length, which is dependent upon the which type of members they are going to fix. Okay, they have made certain holes, and then now through that air pressure, they are going to clean it, right? So all dust particles have been removed from that hole. Now you can see the different types of chemical fasteners here. Now they are going to insert the chemicals or epoxies or polyesters, what we have seen in the previous slide. Now this is a fastener. So first you can see they have placed the different chemicals or adhesives within these holes. Before that, they have cleaned this entirely, and then they have placed these chemicals within these holes, and now they are placing these fasteners. So now this fastener, which will be placed in that hole, and now this one, it will get tightened in the presence of that chemicals. So whatever the chemicals you have placed in this hole, that is going to make certain bonding between this concrete as well as this fastener. And whatever the remaining portions, they are going to cut it off, right? So now they are going to provide certain connections by using this fastener so that it is going to connect with one more member. Okay. So this is one more clip that is fixing of this chemical fasteners. So as per that member, they are going to mark it so that they are going to make the holes as per the drawing and design concepts. So all the dust particles which are present in that holes should be properly removed so that you'll get the better bonding between the fasteners as well as these concrete members. Okay, see, they are going to make clean off those holes. Now, as per the diameter as well as length, they are going to cut that fasteners. Even though in the market it is readily available, right? Just they are going to make a piling for that so that it should be smooth in its surface. Now they are going to place the chemicals or the epoxies what we have discussed within that holes, right? See, these are the chemicals they have placed now in all the holes. So this particular chemical, which is going to give the proper bonding strength between concrete structures as well as these fasteners. See, now within that, they are going to place this fastener, so it is going to connect one more member along with this concrete. which is going to carry these additional loads. So additional part, they are going to cut it off. See how exactly which is going to withstand certain additional loads which is governed by other structures. So now we'll go with the next type of fastener. Only 6 members till now. What about others? What about first two classes from 8:30? And somebody please.
No classes,
Sir,
sir.
no classes are
This is a
empty.
Okay, right, no problem. Okay, so till now we have seen the chemical fasteners, and you can see various chemical fasteners through this. So by adding these particular chemicals, which is going to fit up in that portion. Okay. So now moving on to the next type of fastener, that is mechanical fastener. So here mechanical fasteners work the best with hollow core materials such as drywall, hollow core concrete blocks, which is often used in basements and plasters. So here hollow core in the sense within that particular wall portion or concrete portion, it should maintain certain gaps. Means you have seen the hollow core slabs, right? So within that small circular portion which is provided to connect with the joist, right? So similarly in the wall portion and all, which has been given with a certain gaps because of the thermal expansion or because of some other requirement as per the client. So in that cases we can fit up with these mechanical fasteners, and these fasteners, they are open up to the back side, that is from the exterior part as well as the interior part, so which is going to give certain connections even at the outside of the wall and even at the inside of the wall also, and the compress against the material being fastened to when the mechanical fastener is tightened. So once you start tightening up from both the ends, which is going to give the bonding between the concrete members, or even we can use this one with the other hollow core members also, right? So these are belongs to the mechanical fasteners. Okay, so this one is most commonly used in most of the aspects or in most of the cases, and you have seen these things regularly. And next one is most interesting one, that is expansion fastener. So in this expansion fasteners, they are for a solid core material, like you can take concrete, or you can consider even the brick masonry or stone masonry. So which is going to drill within that particular portion, which is made by either concrete or brick or stone. Clear? So then once you tighten that bolt, which is going to expand within the member, and then which is going to give the proper bonding between fastener as well as the other masonry work like stone or brick, and even you can consider concrete also, right? So initially what they are going to do, they are going to make certain holes within the particular masonry work like brick or stone, or even you can consider concrete, and then they are going to insert these expansion fasteners, and then they are going to tighten up that bolt. So once they start tighten up that bolt, which is going to expand within the structures which is made by concrete, brick or stone, right? So once it got expands, which is going to give the certain grip between the fastener as well as the other structural element like concrete, brick or stone. Okay, so we'll see that part. Okay, it looks in this way. So initially it will be in this way, and this shell which is closed by these members. Okay, so initially they are going to place this entire member within the structures, either which is made by concrete, stone or wood, and even in some cases brick also, right? So once they start tighten up this portion, so the top portion of the shell which is going to expand. Clear? So you can see this arrow mark, it will get expands. So after the expansion, it will, this particular nut which will comes back, and then it will make tighten, right? So once it got expands, which is going to get certain grip from this particular member wherever we have placed this, and to this nut. Okay, so like that various other parts are also there. These you can see the different types of expansion fasteners. So once they tighten up this fasteners or this bolt, this shell part which is going to expand, and then which gives certain grip between this fastener as well as the other members. Now we will watch a small video regarding this. That is visible now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, this is just a small animation video. This is belongs to the expansion fastener. Okay, so these all are the parts of this expansion fastener. They are given in some other language. So just will understand the concept behind this, how it is going to work out while connecting between the other members. Okay, now we are going to place this expansion fastener so that we are going to connect this non-structural elements to this, means which is going to carry its own load whatever we are going to place here. So initially we have made drill in various works with a stone, brick, or okay, other elements. Now they are going to insert these fasteners within that member. So this is just like the cut portions. Okay, so that the things will get clear how it is going to expand. So they have cut this portion, and then they are showing this video. Okay, so once they fixed within that drilled portion, they are going to tighten up this. So once they start tighten up this bolt portion, this one it will comes back. So once it comes back, so this particular enlarged portion which is going to push up this shell connections so that it will get expanded. You can see in the video. Okay, so now okay, so this is going to expand, right? So once it got expands, which is going to maintain certain grips here, right? So once it get expands, so which is going to make certain grips between these wall structures to this fastener, so that only through that particular fixed portion they are going to attach the other non-structural elements. You can see here. Okay, so this expansion that gives certain bonding between the structures as well as this fastener. This is the closed portion. So again, they are going to connect various applications behind this. Even though in the wall portions, and in the sill portions also, they can connect this. And the chances of the cracks may also observe when the concrete is not made by the proper ingredients, or various aspects will get depends. And even that expansion also, that matters a lot, how much portion it is going to expand. So if you start expanding more, the chances of cracks it will be developed more there. So this is like various applications of these fasteners, like they are anti-corrosion when reacts with the water, that doesn't goes with the corrosion aspects, and even the base dimensions also it can be minimized, because the grip whatever you are going to provide with the expansion fasteners, it will be much more better. You can see here more part. This is also similar, just to fix up with this kitchen things. Just they are going to drain off or clear these dust particles. Once they will tighten up this, it will get expanded. It is similar to that also. Now it will get expands at this portion, and it is going to give certain bonding between to that. So this is belongs to the expansion fastening. Understanding how exactly it will be there like?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now we'll move with the next type of fastener. This is one more video, I think. Okay. For a while. Okay. The slide is visible now, right? This expansion fasteners.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now here we will go with some other different types of expansion fasteners. Depends upon the various applications behind this fastener. The first one is wedge fastener. So this wedge fastener in this particular system, it uses a nut, a washer, and a steel stud bolt, right? So here this is a nut portion, and then here you are going to see the steel stud, and then the bolt connection, and as well as a washer. Okay, so which has a tapered mandrel at the bottom. So this particular portion, what we can call, that is with a tapered mandrel. Especially they have provided at the bottom portions, so that once it comes back, which is going to give some bonding between the fastener as well as to the concrete members. Okay, and further which is attached with the steel clip portions, so that it helps to expand this portion, and then which gives some bonding. So this particular portion, it comes back clear. And when the nut is tightened, the mandrel is drawn up to into the clip or wedges, that is forcing them to become wedge between the mandrel and the sides of the bolt. Okay, you have seen in the video how exactly this mandrel which comes back, and then which is going to push up this steel clip, so that the steel clips, it comes up, and then which is going to provide certain bonding between the members. And sleeve fastener, so here in this sleeve fastener, which consisting of this expansion fastener, has a nut, washer, and then steel stud bolt, and a sheet metal expansion sleeve. So this particular member, whatever you can call here, this one, it starts from nut portion to, I mean from this initial portion to till end of that steel clip portions, or that wedge portion, what we can call. Okay, so throughout this expansion, I mean this sheet will be provided for this. Okay, so as in the wedge expansion fastener, the bottom of the bolt has uniformly tapered at this portion. So this is uniformly tapered, and then, I mean, the uniformly tapered mandrel have been placed with the same diameter as in the expansion sleeve. Okay, so now the sleeve itself is slit lengthwise to aid in expansion. So once we tighten this entire sleeve, whatever we have provided with the metal clip, this one, it will start expanding. Okay, so this one which is going to carry more load than the earlier one. Okay, so when the nut is tightened up, this draws the mandrel into the sleeve, forcing into the expand, and that is going to bear against the sides of the hole. And then the next one is stud fastener. So in contrast to the wedged and sleeve fasteners, which uses the tightened nut, that is going to cause the expansions of the fastener against the sides of the hole, and the stud fastener is expanded by hammering upon the top of the stud. Means once they start hammering that, which is going to expand. And the stud expansion fastener, which is the threaded at the top end and has a drilled hole with the vertical slits at the bottom end of the stud. So most of the applications are similar to one with each other. Only the thing is the parts of those fasteners which will get vary depends upon the applications in this case. Okay, so next one is self-drilling fastener. That is, rather than being set up into a pre-drilled hole, directly they are going to use these fasteners rather than being set into a pre-drilled hole. Means in most of the cases what we have seen, initially they are going to make certain holes and then they are going to insert these fasteners, right? So in this fastener itself which is going to drill and which is going to fix up, no additional holes are made to place those fasteners. So this one which is going to carry the minor loads what it will comes, right? So you can see various types of this pre-drilled fasteners. And then the next one is drop in fastener. So this particular system that uses a steel shell and an external steel expander plug, means which is going to provide at both the sides of the fastener. So they are going to tighten up even at the internal portions and even at the external portion also, right? So in the drop in fastener how it is going to work out, we'll watch this video. This video clip is visible.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, so you can see the drop in fastener here. Now this is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so especially at the ceiling parts and all, they are going to provide these drop in fasteners. So initially they are going to place the covers and then they are going to place the fasteners. So now the fasteners which are going to connect within these members. So now they are going to fix up these fasteners so that further it can be used for various aspects to connect to these fasteners. So these are belongs to the drop-in fasteners. Next one is the adhesive fasteners. So they are surface-mounted adhesive fasteners. They can be used to mount the electrical fixtures. So here you can see the variations in the colors which are attached to these fasteners. These color indicators are nothing but these are the adhesives. So initially which is attached or applied with a certain adhesives, and directly when they have inserted this fasteners due to this adhesive material they are going to fix up those structural elements. Okay, so you can see various accessories like the mirrors, brackets, smoke detectors. Those all things they can be connected by using this adhesive fasteners. Okay, okay, so for today's class it's enough. We'll go with expansion joints in next class. Okay. So just you concentrate on these types of fasteners and what are the main applications behind this. For today's class, the things are clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Just place your name and USN. If you're having any doubts, just you can ask the questions.